Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and I just want to say thank you so much for clicking on this video and let me use a little bit of your time today. Um, and I don't want to make this video too long, but I just want to address a few things. So I haven't actually made an actual video in about like a little over 2 weeks. So this is my first time actually making a video in a little over 2 weeks, which obviously ain't like that for you guys because I still have the weekly uploads going on. But I haven't made like an actual video in like a little over 2 weeks because I've been busy with finishing up school. Which actually, when you guys are seeing this, I actually will be completely done with school, believe it or not. And I would have completed my freshman year and onto my sophomore year this fall. But right now, I'm just gonna focus on summer and doing all the things that I want to do this summer. So I'm really looking forward to that. But let's get to the point of why you clicked on this video. So throughout those little over 2 weeks, I feel like I've learned a lot, especially this past week, and just like kind of just like figuring out who I really am, um, and just like I see things in like a completely like different like perspective and whatnot, and God, I don't even know how to put this, God, okay, I'm sorry, I'm running off about to start with this video, so, like, we all experience sad times in our life, and we all go through things like depression and whatnot, and we grieve over different things, and going through grief and just because of our sadness and how we deal with it, we all deal with that with like mental health and stuff like that did differently, and I feel like with like when it comes to mental health and when it comes to like depression and anxiety, that's like look, I'm very serious about that because it's something that needs to be talked about and something that needs to be taken seriously because I have gone through a lot of that myself throughout the past few years. When I was 12, my dad passed away, and my life pretty much changed forever. And I'm 16 now, and I feel like I'm starting to realize that I really have came a long way since then. I mean, it'll be 4 years in November, so it's been one hell of a road, but I feel like I'm starting to, you know, kind of getting higher on that mountain, and just getting out of the dark tunnels and stuff like that, or however you want to call it. But you see, like like what I want to do is I think I've come to the conclusion that what I want to do too is like I want to help people, not necessarily like physically, but mentally. Like I want to be able to listen to people and try to help them with their mental state and whatnot, and just try to see things in a different perspective. Because I know when it comes to saying like advice with this stuff, like people say the same things all the time, but I've learned it's because it's actually true. Because trust me, I was the same way when it comes to someone telling me like, oh, if you see something this certain way, like you see something in a better perspective, you will get better results. And for the longest time, I thought that honestly, I'll be honest right now, I thought for the longest time I thought, oh, that was bullshit because I was just at such a dark time in my life to where I didn't feel like I had any hope, and that I feel like I didn't have any opportunities and a lot to prove in my life. So and just when you just if you're in that state for a while, and but mainly because a lot of people are still in that state is because their environment is just shitty, and like they have much people that care about them, and and that's just heartbreaking to hear in some people's stories. And see with me in my life, I am very grateful and fortunate and blessed that I do have people who love and care about me in my life. Because for the longest time, when I was like sad and depressed, I thought nobody did, and and now that that I'm starting to realize all that, it's just like it just has made me change my perspective on a lot of things. And like I'm so grateful like to have a roof over my head. I'm grateful to have like the dogs I have. I'm just grateful to have. I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful to have all. I'm grateful for all the things I have, and that would have been possible without my parents, and especially my dad. We're working his ass off and being able to live the way we live today, and for that I'm forever grateful. And and uh, uh and the other thing that I found myself doing is when sometimes when is it's when if you when you're in that state and there's not necessarily a whole lot wrong going on, it's all in here. That's what I thought. It's like when you don't have anything physically, like emotionally, or not like emotionally, but like anything with like actually going on in your life, like everything seems fine, but you just don't feel right. I noticed that it's like sometimes you can when in that state you can get so deep into your head, and then you can just like feel so down and just because I've done that a lot. And so what I've learned is that to you gotta challenge your mind and the way you see things. Because if you see things in such like a negative way, you gotta start to see things in a more of a positive way. Because trust me, again, I thought this was bullshit for the longest time. When you think in a positive perspective, you get positive results, and when you think everything in a negative perspective, you get negative results. And that's not necessarily how like I was told in that way, but that's like how my mom said it pretty much. And it's so true because I've noticed a change in my mindset and in my perspective just like that. And and again, and don't get me wrong here. I mean, it takes people a long time to get into that perspective. But I was at a point recently where I was just like, I'm sick and tired of this and that and that and this, and I was just like, and a lot of the point when I finally listened, it's like okay. And then once I started thinking positively, like I noticed like a week or so later that I was getting positive feedback and everything was getting good. I was starting to realize that things were getting better, and things are getting better for me right now in my life. But another thing, and the last thing, and so that's what you gotta do is that you just gotta see things in a positive perspective. But then again, if you just have so much negative things going on in your life, and there's people that have it so much worse, and it just breaks my heart to, know that there's people out there that have it so much worse than I do, than a lot of us do, and just like I want you guys to know that I love you guys so incredible much, and if you're in a rough time right now, and if you're, or if the reason you're watching this video is because you're down, just know that I love you and that I believe in you, and that just please take this advice, because this advice has really helped me, and and I'm sure it's helped a lot of people too. So just please take my advice, and again, when it comes to time and how like you start to realize that, I can't tell you. That's all on how you see things, and that's just all up to you in here. So and again, I'm not doing this for clout or whatever. I'm just doing this because I feel it's just mental health. It's just a serious topic, and it's something that needs to be talked about more, because it's something that I feel like I feel like that doesn't get talked about enough. And so I just wanted to get that out of the way. But lastly, we're getting up to 10 minutes in this video here. But lastly, here's a thing that I've learned, especially this past week actually, is that when you find yourself in that mental state, and when you find yourself so depressed and so down, and you're just like on the lowest of lows, right? I figured out what part of that was, is that a lot of people today, and I'm guilty of this too, is that we worry and reflect so much on the past when we can't do anything about it, and then we worry about the future and we can't do anything about it. And what we don't focus on is the present, because the present is what matters, because the past, the past is gone and the future is unseen. So like, why worry about those things when the past is gone, and the future is unseen, but the present is a gift because how do I say it? Because to live in the now and just to learn to live in the moment, it just changes the perspective, honestly. And I'm guilty of that because this past week, like Tuesday, I was on the lowest of lows. I was reflecting so much on the past and how I could have done better to change things. And there's this saying that I heard like a few days ago, is that how oh, okay, so I remember. So the past is history, the future is a mystery, and today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. And when I think about that, I'm just like it's true, because like a lot of us don't focus on the present. We don't focus on the now, and just like when we get in that just like lowest of lows mental state is when we focus on the past, when we can't change anything, and in the future which we can't see, and just yeah, that's one big thing that I've learned this week. Because Tuesday, and then I reflected on that, and then yesterday I felt better than ever. Today I feel good, and I just feel like I'm getting back on track with everything, and I just feel like I'm starting to see the real perspective in things, and I feel like I'm actually growing up, and I feel like I'm feeling a change in myself, personally, and yeah, so yeah, so that's pretty much what I want to address, and here's another thing. So a thing about worrying about the past, and then it's just like, why would you want to read the same book again when you're going to get the same ending, you know? So I reflected a lot about this. I'm just like, it's just like, it's true. It's that like we can't do anything about the past, and the only thing that we can do about it from our mistakes and whatnot is learn from them and overcome those mistakes in the meantime, So in that way, in the future, you can, even though it's unseen, you can still, have those mistakes solved or whatever. I don't know, but I'm just trying to describe this in the best way that I can. But yeah, I hope this video helped. Just know, guys, that I seriously love you, and I love you guys' support, and just because I've come to tell myself that, like I said earlier, I really do want to help people, and I want to be able to talk to people and help them, and just hopefully help them see things in a different perspective. And I hope, if you're feeling down, I hope you found this video helpful, and that you can hopefully see things in different perspective, because we all are capable of changing our mindset. It's just if we believe ourselves, it's when we trust ourselves and to believe ourselves that we can do it. So yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say. This video is already getting kind of long, so I'll let you guys go. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys so much. I hope you found this video helpful. And if you're struggling right now, just know that you can work through it, and I promise you that there is light at the end of the tunnel. So and so yeah, just know it's okay to have these moments, but when you find yourself having them for too long, it's getting out of control. Take my advice, because this is advice I've heard from other people, and it honestly has helped. So, and yeah, so just take the advice. It's okay to feel sad time to time. It's what makes us human, and just know that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and because I've lived it. So yeah, just keep fighting, because it is what only makes you stronger. So anyways, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, just take all my advice I've said in this video, and trust me, you'll see a change. I guarantee it. So, but again, it takes time. So like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. More videos coming soon. I've just been really busy, whatnot, and we got more content coming soon. So. I got ideas. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Love you. Hang in there, alright? Love you. Peace.